Let's talk a bit about the campaign. Kamala Harris has largely relied on celebrities. Even yesterday we saw Lady Gaga and Oprah Winfrey come out. Is it difficult, though, when Kamala Harris is trying to pitch to middle America that she will help middle America when she's relying on these elites who are obviously rich, they've got a lot of money, don't necessarily have the same issues as what middle America does? So why would voters trust these celebrities?
Yeah, and look, I don't think celebrity endorsements generally give you too much. But if you look at what the Harris campaign is doing, they feel they'll win if they juice female turnout, juice African American turnout, and appeal to Hispanic American men and women. So a lot of the folks that they're bringing out, not Bruce Springsteen, but some of the other folks they're bringing out, are really aimed at that particular demographic. So for some voters, that matters. I think for some younger voters, it matters. I don't think the celebrity endorsements really do too much. But she's drawing a crowd, enthusiastic crowds there, so it's hard to argue.
Look, it'll be interesting to see. I've got to ask again about this campaign because Kamala Harris was thrust into this quite last minute when you think about the time she's spent campaigning versus the time that Donald Trump has spent campaigning. But one of the big issues for Kamala Harris, it feels as though, is getting policy across. I note that Axios this week called her the no comment candidate. Why hasn't she been able to relay policy to voters? Because there's big issues at stake here. Border, abortion, fine, women's rights is a bit different. But there are other key issues that she hasn't been able to articulate.
Yeah, so look, it's very interesting because if you look, I talked to a lot of pollsters. In 2016, when Trump beat Hillary, and they talked to voters about what they were concerned about with Hillary, the number one thing is that they felt she was dishonest. They didn't like her. With Kamala, what they feel is they don't know her. So that's a factor of getting in the race very, very late. Not her fault. That was a surprise. I think she's done pretty well at laying out policy options. But the question is, what do you do that separates yourself from the president, Joe Biden, who she works for, and what do you do that's new? So I think that's been a challenge for her. We'll see if what she's done is enough to, close that gap.
Do you think we'll get a result pretty soon, Jim, or do you think it could take a few days?
I'll give you my prediction. I think Kamala Harris will win this election, but tonight Donald Trump will claim victory. And I think we'll know for sure by Thursday, but we'll have a pretty good idea by the early hours of this morning.
All right. Well, look, it's fascinating to watch from afar. Jim Kessler, really great to have you on.